So we took our cue from the inspiration of other markets needing a good entry price. We looked at kind of that mini rig concept. It's a huge hit, so that will continue in a big way. $15.99 SRP, you get a great single seat vehicle and figure.
There's great packs for kids. So this is the first time we're getting the Clone Scout ATRT out there. Bring up the lightning squad. Okay. And then Anakin with the Tatooine skip with all his removable gear, and then we'll have Cody with the Bark Speeder. So you've seen this vehicle before, but it's going to be all themed in Cody Deco. So next up, Flo Plume. You know our buddies at Lucasfilm, like Flo Plume. Okay.
Okay, I got that talk. We literally can't show Dave Filoni anything without having a Flo Plume figured in there. I was just saying, we throw him the speeder bike. He's happy. We're on our way. Line's approved.
So and we've got a Cad Bane there on the pirate bike. You know, this is one of the episodes where Anakin and Obi-Wan were being held hostage there for a while. So, you know, he's a bounty hunter. He spiked it. And Anakin with the Naboo skip, which is a downscaled version of the Naboo skip. You know, it's really just bringing it down in scale to make it a great vehicle play for our kids for $15 here. All right, also, awesomely, we have Obi-Wan with the speeder bike, and this has a newly tooled sidecar. The sidecar is not in the animation, but it does fit a whole figure into there, so you can ride shotgun. And it's actually inspired from the comic books. So if you check out, if you guys are fans and you're in there looking, you'll see the sidecar. And of course, more Mandalorians. All right, very cool. We've got a Mandalorian with a speeder. He's got a removable helmet, and cool on the back of this bike, it actually pops up and there's binders hidden in there, so you can lock a gun in there and take him away hostage.
Now, these are going to be on shelf in August. Everything we're showing here today is what's going to be available through August. We're going to have more, for the rest of the fall line at Comic-Con and Celebration. So we're holding some stuff back as well. So battle packs will continue. The idea here is I'm just showing you the Clone Wars battle packs here. They all take their cue from a scene from the animation, from the entertainment. So we've got the Jedi Showdown, the Great Holocron Heist, Cat Bane's introductory episode. And then we're going to have two that are coming out in August. One is the Droids and Clones, which takes its cue from the Battle for Crystal City from the Clone Wars movie. So we introduced that crazy, it was called a retail droid, not a crazy tubular droid. We could never deliver him on a basic figure card. Perfectly.
A little too big.
And then the anti-Hailfire squad. So we're going to show you something here why kids are going to need heavy ammo to go up against the Hailfire. So we deliver it. These guys are armed to the teeth. This is going to be an awesome couple battle packs in August. So the Starfighter vehicles, $24.99 SRP vehicles have been a huge hit and really the nucleus of the line. So we're going to keep the innovation, keep the new vehicles coming because it really drives the whole system.
So we'll be carrying forward our Clone Interceptor tank, and you can see it here in a completely new deco scheme, which is pulled from comic book reference. So very cool here. It's a rolling vehicle. It's got projectile launchers. It fits 3 figures, and other guys can clip onto it as well. And then we're going to have our Clone Swamp Speeder. So very cool. Projectile launchers in the front, 2 figures that fit in the back, rolling, and other figures can clip on there. So you can really load these vehicles up with your troops and put them into battle.
Now, this is a long overdue vehicle from episode 3, so we're thrilled to bring it in. Now, our inspiration is at 3, but we figured it fits Clone Wars perfectly, so we'll bring it in there. And then, Hailfire.
It has arrived. We are bringing radio control into the 3 3/4-inch world. So very exciting news here. We're going to have the Hailfire droid. This thing is packing some heat. It's got 18 projectile launchers in it. It can shoot some in bursts of 3. So it's fully controlled. Actually, the controller's not shown up here, but it has tank controls. So you can spin this vehicle around, full forward, plow over troops. I mean, it just has awesome play, and it comes with the trooper to get you started with your onslaught.
So this will be the one that we're going to be driving hard, on television advertising. This will be the one that kids are going to be asking for under the tree that really propels the system. We call it our hero driving vehicle. Second.
So, and great range on this. They shoot 5 to 6 feet, so very cool.
So that's Clone Wars.
Now
we'll talk about the Legacy collection. Legacy isn't going to be a brand on the packaging this year for any of the movie products. We don't have a brand. We're not calling it Saga. We're not calling it Legacy. It's just Star Wars movie product. The only thing we're deliberately calling vintage is vintage itself. So we call it the Legacy. It's a celebration of all 6 movies. And in Basic Figures, the vintage collection, lovely vintage back. But this time, in the past we've done vintage in limited doses, 5, 6. When they originally launched in 2004, it was 12 figures. Limited doses at a time. The big news here is it's not limited. We're not going to just be doing 6 figures. It is an ongoing assortment. It really replaces the Droid Factory that was in the spring. That's big news. And our plan right now is that we'll run for at least 2 years. The important thing is it's figures that are beyond the original trilogy this time. We did a lot of research. We did a lot of research at Comic-Con, Celebration, and also with Rebel Scout as well. To really get as much input from as many collectors as we possibly could to make some really good decisions. We knew that if we just continued on the same path of updating the original Kenner vintage cards, we would run out of steam quickly. We were running out of good hero characters. We still have some, but it was a very limited future. So we opened it up. We said, what if we really went beyond and celebrated that prequel trilogy? Got a lot of input, and there was a lot of excitement for it. So the good news is it's going to be episodes 1, 2, and 3 out at the same time as we've got the original trilogy. Actually, the first wave is going to be Empire Strikes Back. I'll show you that. We do not have wave 2 here with us. It just didn't make it in time. But it will be episode 3 themed. So it's going to be awesome. You can see Grievous, clone troopers on a vintage card, and they're going to look unbelievable. There will be 37 basic figures in 2010. That means 37 figures in the fall. 4 waves, approximately every 6 weeks, and 27 figures will be new or have new tooling and deco to make them new. That means the other 10 figures are kind of going to be the greatest hits that we call it. These will be great figures